Okay. Hmm. Okay. Now, I think we lost from here, right? Apps.
Mm.
Okay. So here we can see all apps that are available in Salesforce by default. So these apps, the default apps, will be different based on your edition and what kind of org you have subscribed for. This is because I have signed up for sales, so I have sales, service, marketing, and all. So if you have like subscribed for different clouds, you will be having a different apps based on your cloud what you are subscribing. Okay, so these are all apps. What do you see the big tiles? Those are all apps, and all remaining items are nothing but tabs. Okay, we are explaining what is a tab, right? First we'll go to the what is an app. So let's say I already opened a sales app. So when you opened an app, you see multiple options to navigate to different pages. Okay, first one is a home page, and next is an opportunity is saying. So whatever um, tab you are looking at, so this will be treated as a tab. There is like a different tab. This is a home tab. This is an object tab. Object tab means you will be going to access the object through that tab. So how we can create this tab? So what are all the standard things that are offered by Salesforce? These are all like a, tabs for a standard objects. And okay, I don't want these tabs to be visible here. How I can remove them or get rid of it? So you can see a pencil icon. This pencil icon, what it will give us, it is specific to you, not to the app or not to the profile, not to anything organization. It's up to you. It's a personal view where you can control, even though you the admin, like mean you what you configured for any app, still the end user can have an option to control what they can see and what order they are seeing. They can have an option to modify it by clicking on this pencil at the end of the tabs. So here you have a option to remove or add or reorder whatever you want. You can do everything. So when you say reset, so however it is before, it will be set switch to the default view. So if you want to add more items, so you can look at all this and you can use a plus symbol to add to your navigation. Okay, that's how you can do it. Reordering or adding more things you can do here. Pencil. Okay, okay. Then we coming back to what is an tab. So tab is nothing but the link or a kind of uh, thing where you can navigate to a different pages from your app. So when you say what is an app, app is a bundle of tabs, is nothing but an app. So what of yeah, it's Salesforce sales app is provided is what are all the tabs that you see. So you have a option to access the opportunities. So when you're saying like if you take end user, so you created some object, how they will access that object? All is through these tabs only. If you create a tab, then only the end user can access any of the object or any of the pages, whatever you want to give access to them. You have to create a tab. Tab is the way where you can have a navigation to the common users in Salesforce. So if you want to create anything at the end or at the starting, you have to create a tab and give access to the tab. Then only the end users will access it. This is the first step to access anything. Okay. Okay. So we are saying a tab. So only objects we can access from the tab? No. There are different things. we can access from the tab. First is a object tab. We'll go into deeper when we have a tabs. So far we know what is an app. App is nothing but a bundle of tabs. Tab is what which will give you a navigation to the any feature in Salesforce, and what all features or what are the different types of tabs we're going to cover. So again, like I'm not going to drill down, and I want to back to a profile and show you where we are. Okay, page layouts we covered. So it's not like it's done. Okay, I'm just showing you. If you say a profile, what are all you have access in a profile. I'm not done with the page layouts, I'm not done with the tabs, I'm not done with the app. Okay, but I am trying to explain here what are all you can have access or control in a profiles, that I want to explain here. Okay, so if you see the apps, there are like two sections here. Custom app settings. When you have like any custom apps, you will see all these apps here. Whether you want to visible or not, you can check these boxes. So when we open this app menu, we see some apps here, right? Almost we see three, four. We see almost 12 apps we're seeing. So for some profile, you don't want to show all those apps. You want to restrict or add more apps. Even though you create, you have to give access in the sections. Then only the users will able to see that app. Okay, so you see the checkbox, right? Visible and default. So visible means you can see that app. Default means whenever they log in, that app will be a default. So they will directly log on. So launch page will be the app page. That will be when you set it as a default. Then tab settings. So we see in multiple tabs, right? In each app we have a tabs. So the tabs, for the tabs we have default, on, off, and hidden. There are three options for the tab. So this all you have to be specific. When you're taking tab settings, it will be default on, default off, default hidden. These are all three options available for a tab settings. When you say default on, it will always visible to you. When you say default off, it will not show you anywhere. It will show you only in the app launcher. If you see in the bottom right, so here only you will see that tab. When you say default, tab hidden, you will not having access to the tab. Nowhere you will find the tab. That means you don't have access to the tab. So if you want to remove, keep it as a tab hidden. If you want to show, there are two options, on or off. Off will add only in this app launcher, nowhere else. If you use it on, you can directly see on the apps wherever you have added. Then record type settings. This we can cover only after covering the topic. And then administrative permission is what I'm saying. So there are different features. That means like if you have any integration, whether you can do a integration or not, the API level access, and if you have any kind of different clouds, there is a Tableau cloud is available here, and there are so many features which will be given access only if you check these boxes. Okay, and general user permissions, like there are some features whether you're going to have access to it or not. So this is a lightning and classic I need to cover. And these are like kind of permissions where you will control whether the logged in user will have a access or not. When it's a check, that means you have access. When it's unchecked, you don't have access. So what we'll do is at the end of the course, we'll go to the profile, and then you will be having more insights to the each section. Then we'll go through. But this is a kind of, I'm giving a high level what we can have a control in a Salesforce. And the objects, if you take an object, there will be a 6 levels of permissions you can give to the objects. It could be a standard or custom objects. There will be a two sections, standard object permissions and a custom object permissions. We don't have any custom object as of now. That's why we don't do section. Otherwise, you will see a one more section there. Okay, so what are all these six things available? Read means it's self-explanatory, that you're able to see that object. Create means even if you see that object, you can create a records in it. Edit means even if you create and read, if you want to change that record again, if you have edit permission, then only you can make changes to it. Delete, even though you created and able to see it, once you have the checkbox, then only you can delete the records. View all, modify all. This is kind of, so you have 10 users, so 10 users having access to one table. So user A adding 110 rows, user B add 5 rows, so that they have added different users have added different records in their view. So whatever they created, only they can see only those 5 records or 10 records what they have created. But you want to make visible what are all other users also creating on the same object. You have to give this permission. View all permissions, sorry, view all permission on this object will make you visible all the data in the object. Modify all means you can do all these permissions. Whatever you see permission, right? Read, create, edit, delete, whatever the checkbox you did, all you can be do when you have a modify all option. Okay, so that's all is 6 things. We will discuss more deeper when we have a security controls going to cover. I don't want to go deeper here without knowing what is an object and what is a field. Will come here later. So session settings. This is also we can control here. So session settings for a profile, not for the entire org. This is only for a profile. Only users that who are belonging to this profile, we can control uh, when it will get timeout. So you have opened this org, that means you have logged in and you are doing some other activity. You are not making any changes, you are not using anything, that means inactive. So you are inactivity, so you are not making any activity in your login or active session, then it will be timed out after 2 hours. After 2 hours, if you're trying to access anything, it will say a timed out and it will navigate you to a login screen and ask you to log in again. That's what a timeout session timeout time. Similarly, whatever we have session related things, we can control in a session settings. And these are all password policies, like how you want to expire your password, how long you want to remember your old passwords. That means you have set one password now and you're expiring it after 90 days. So you want to allow the users to use the same password again, or like how many passwords that you want system to remember and not allow the users to use the same old password again and again. So those all settings will be like how complex it is, how length it is, everything you can control over here under the password policies. There will be two levels. One is at a profile level, one is at a org level also we have. So these are all like self-explanatory. We can directly try. So what I would like you to do is sign up for a developer edition. Don't try on your profile. You will be having a by default system administrator profile. So I would like to do, you create a user with, you have to create one other custom profile. You create, you clone your administrator, system administrator profile and leave it as a custom admin or a self admin. You give it as a different name and create a new user with that custom profile, and then change your different policies and try to log in and see. So so that when you have a hands-on and experience doing it, then you will be gaining more confidence in that. These are all self-explanatory how complex we do, how often we want to remember, and everything related to the passwords we can control over here. I think these are all what we already covered, and some of them we'll cover later. These are all what is profile standard layout will give you. So we'll cover next what is the enhanced profile view that we're going to cover tomorrow. And we have shown you mm, what is the difference between standard and custom profile, what is the standard and custom we have explained, and what things we see in a profile we had, and app creation. It's very straightforward thing. Okay, so I'm in setup page. I'm clicking here and app. So you see app manager. In app manager, you have option to create a new lightning app. So when you click on a new lightning app, what is you want a app name you want to give. So I want to give it as a SF tech. So developer name usually automatically it will populate in all the cases. So I'm just giving this is my custom app. So if you want to upload any image, you can upload here. So this image will be shown somewhere. So otherwise by default it will give your S and T. So what are the words you have? The first two letters or one letter, it will take you the name of your app. With apps image and color instead of OS custom theme. Okay, so this is a theme. When you look at any other app, right? When you look at theme, there is some theme. That means there's a blue color background you see, right? That is decreasing color from top to bottom. This kind of a color you wanted. And when you select a tab, you see that highlighted blue color here. So whatever that is kind of a theme. So instead of a default theme, if you want to use color, your organization custom theme, you can use, you can, I mean, you can change your whatever color you want. So let's try black. I want to use a green color and I want to use the custom theme. I'm not uploading an image here. We have a specification here. The specification would be, it has to be smaller than 5 MB and it has to be a size of 128 by 128 pixel images larger than maximum display or resized. Okay, so what it's saying was what the image size it will allow is 128 by 128. If you uploading the bigger images, it will be cropped. So you will see a cropped image, not a full image. Okay, so let's keep some images of any suggestion. So here we have a standard navigation and console navigation. I will explain. So what we are seeing here is nothing but a standard navigation. So you'll have a table and all options like this. And console means like this. You will have um, all the records in a left side panel, and when you open a record it will open up here. So you will be having a list and a view side by side. That is a console kind of view. So let's go with the standard navigation for now. So and you want to support this app for both desktop and phone, or only phone or only desktop. You can see full set options, experience, you can personalize. Okay, setup, that means service setup and setup. Service setup also similar to a console navigation. So personalized for navigation items. So we see right at the in every app at the end we see a pencil icon, right, where they can personalize their own view. You want to disable that option or you want to keep it. If you check this box, the pencil icon will be gone. The end users cannot personalize their navigation, so everybody will see the same thing. Disable temporary tabs for items outside of the app. Okay, the thing was, let's say I have um, some 4 or 5 tabs for this app, and if I'm which is not part of this app, I want to open some other tab from this app navigation and open it up. So what will happen was, it will looks like a new tab in your same app. Even though it is not on the app, it will show up in your same app, like it's a, but when you close it will be gone, it will be no more there. But when you open some other new tab, or like new tab which you have access but which is not on the app, still it will open up on the same app. So if you want to disable that kind of feature, disable temporary tabs for items outside of this app. So if you open that, this app will not be disturbed. It will open up in a new tab in your browser, and whichever app having access, it will open up there. So you want to do like that, or is it fine if it is open on the same app? That's kind of checkbox it is. I'm okay with it if it's open on the same app also. So I'm moving on. So add utility item. These are kind of some of quick actions. So we can give a tabs at the top, and below also we can add some more quick actions. Like here we will be what you see in the images, right? So calling, doing activity, or adding a task. You can have a tabs at the bottom also. The tabs you see at the bottom is called utility items. Okay, so this only for desktop. In mobile use you will not get. Okay, I am not adding any utility for now. And what tabs you want to see? I want to see accounts, and I want to see, we have contacts here. Yeah, I want to see contacts, and yeah, and keep leads. Okay, just I was keeping some 3 items I want to be in my. Okay, so which profiles you want to give the access? So it's not always you need to always go to the profile and you have to give it. While creating anything, it could be object or app, field, whatever you create. While creation of your things, at the end itself it will ask which profiles you want to give access, so that every time you don't need to go to your profiles and do it. So directly from here also you can do it. So for now I have only one profile, system administrator. I have give to only one. Save and finish. So done. That's it. That's how creating an app. The thing was, I will ask you to observe the things. Observe the things, and if you have any questions, please ask. And even you can explore on your own also. So you main thing in Salesforce or in our technology, observation is a key to learn. So whatever you see in the page, whether you have explored everything or not. So whatever the option it is, so you have to be aware of what it is. That's what a perfect learning. So even though I'm not covering, so you have to be observed. So whether it's self-explanatory or something you don't understand, Just try out that navigation. Nothing will happen. It's your own org. Not nobody will claim you why you did like this and this one. So try to explore as much as possible in your developer editions. Okay, so I have created one app, whether it is there or not. Here it is, my dog, SF Tech. Okay, that's it, done. So your app is created. Okay, so I have give access to accounts, contacts, and leads. Okay, I want to open a opportunity. Whether you are able to open the opportunity here or not. Yes, I see it on the same tab. Whether you have a pencil or not. Yes, I have a pencil. That's it, done. Okay, that's what a creation of. Okay, we already overshot by 10 minutes, and we have covered app creation and tab creation. We'll take it later. I mean tomorrow, and objects also we move it to tomorrow. And if everybody having a time, I want to try out Hangouts so that tomorrow we'll continue from Hangouts. So just try out here. If all are good, then I'm going to send you the invite for tomorrow. So any questions here? Meanwhile, I'm setting up the Hangouts thing so that I will stop recording. If nobody has questions, if anybody have questions, I will keep it for your reference.
So here, how many profiles can we create in standard and custom?
Okay, standard means we are not creating it. So what is the Salesforce by default is provided, right?
Yeah. So in
So
custom.
only those profiles. For the custom, we can create any number of profiles. There is a no limit to create a profiles, custom profiles. So you can create any number of custom profiles you want. See, even though if you have a profile, until unless if you have a user, then only the use of profile, right? There's a no limit to the custom profiles, and there's a limit to the user. How many license you have, you can create those many users. Users should have a profile.
Okay.
And one more thing I want to explain you was help page. Whatever the page you see, everywhere there will be a help icon will be there. Where we see here. Okay, I'm not seeing any account here or what. Okay, this is a record, right? There's a record, nothing to help here. If you observe in a profile, you see here help for this page. If you open, there will be a Salesforce standard documentation will be open. If you have patience to read, it will give you um, the full documentation of the page. What are all the things you see here, how we can access those, what does each click does, what it does, you will have in the Salesforce documentation. So it's asking to have a Trailblazer me login. I think it's asking is a different so I have other community, it's asking for that community login itself. So when you open, you don't have this issue. Okay, any other questions? Meanwhile, it is loading. Chat. Can you all try to join this link once? I'll also open. So once you open this, how you will see. So can everyone try joining? Even though you are in this call, you can join to that link. You don't need any app in the browser, only to directly open.